Oh, let's see here what this camera shot looks like. Y'all give me a second here. Oh, yeah. Pretty good. All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Ken Knows Gambling. It is Thursday, almost 8 o'clock, and it's time for the Stuff the Envelope show, starring yours truly, Ken, with Ken Knows Gambling. I almost didn't do it tonight. I had a really close friend, probably my best friend down here in Texas. He passed away yesterday, and almost don't even feel like doing this tonight, but I guess the show has to go on, right? So that's what he'd want me to do, so that's what we're going to do. Now, we have to figure out what it is I'm going to do. Now, if you guys remember, I am like 38-1, right? And if we remember right, or is it 37-1? It might be 37-1. Give me a second here. Yeah, I got 37 on one, 38 on one. Let's go with the bigger one, 38-1. You guys remember the 38-1, the one loss came from roulette. I was doing the dozens, follow the dozens, and it just tore me up. I mean, tore me up. So I may do a little bit of dozens without follow, just do the dozens, maybe a little ladder, or I may do follow the color. Same thing as Baccarat, follow the shoe, and do a little regression up and pull here. I think that's the way I'm going to start it. Just a little simple regression up and pull, follow the color. And I got this wheel. It's a piece of crap. But let's first of all, let's get us a color. Whoops, let's go this way. So we know what to follow. You sort of got to wait, man, on this wheel. But it looks like 2 black. That's where it's going to stay. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to come out with 50 bucks on black. We'll do, actually, do I want to do 100 on that? Yeah, let's come out with 100. We'll regress to 50. Or even regress to 25, I guess. Let's just start there. If it starts going haywire, I may go to the dozens again. All right, Scott. Hello, buddy. I got a Scott and a Scotty. I appreciate it, Scotty. Good guy. 61, my age, 61, heart attack. It happens, man. But really great guy. Thanks a lot. Anyway, so let's see here. Let's go ahead and follow the color or follow the wind. And let's see what we can do. Let's see how I want to do this. If I go that, yeah, go that way. Little regression up and pull, follow the color. And really and truly, with red and black, I'll tell you something that really works better than anything, almost, is a little martingale. That's a 20 black. Looks where it's going to land on. 20 black. Hopefully you guys can see this. So there it is. 20 black, which is right here. So they got to pay us 100 bucks. Now let's see if we can get on a little run. So we're going to take that, and now we're going to regress to 50. Even if we lose right here, we're going to be up 50. That's a neat thing. Wrong way. Whoops, I gotta spin it the opposite way, sorry. $15 black. 15 black. You sort of have to wait almost the whole thing. Otherwise, it'll skip when it's going really slow. But anyway, 15 black. Very good. So we get paid here. All right, now we're going to do a little up and pull. Now, you can up by quarters or you could up by nickels, but I'm going to go ahead and up by quarters. There it moved. It was on 15 black, man. It shoved on over to 34 red. 34 red. Way up here. So we lose this. No big deal. Now it's red. We can come back out with 100 on the red. Every time you do a regression and up and pull, you just go back to flat. $25 red is what it looks like. 25 red. Okay, so they got to pay us 100 there. That's good. We'll regress to 50 on red. Looks like 5 red is where it's going to stop. 5 red. Way down here at the other side. 5 red, so we're going to win that 50. Let's go up. So we regress, now it's up and pull. Looks like 21 red. 21 red. So we're on a little streak. That's a good thing. Pays us to 75. Now we can up and pull. Now at some point, you may think about a double regression. These red and blacks just, I mean, yeah, you can see the little sign every once in a while, and it's 8, 10, 12 blacks, 12 reds in a row. Usually 3 or 4, man, that's about it. So what I'm going to do is a little double regression, okay? Remember 100 down to 50 up to 75, because I know the streaks don't last that long. So now I'm going to come back down to a quarter. It's a double regression, and yeah, just to see where we're at. Roulette is a game that you get in and get out. I'm going to show you something here in a minute too. Looks like 28 black is. I'm just telling you, the streaks aren't as long as they can be in Baccarat. They can be long in roulette too, but usually that's why a martingale, and I know I even hate the word martingale, but that's why a martingale actually does well on black or red. Usually 3, maybe even 4 is about the longest streak you're going to get, normally. So anyway, we lose this one. Let's just see where we're at. I started with 2, 4, $5,000. Let's put this back. We're at $275 right now. Now, remember, what do I have to have? 150. I have to put 150 in the bank every single day. I've got enough to fill that and a couple of, my other envelopes. So I'm so confident in what we're doing. I'm going to go for a couple more spins, but I'm going to change. I'm going to go to the dozens. Okay. And we're just going to go a quarter a piece, first, second dozen. See what happens. And it's 35 black. I should have left with a 275, shouldn't I? That would have been up here, 35 black. I'm going to hold what I got, and I'm going to do a little ladder here. So I'm going to go to 50. And that was way up here. Let's see what happens this time. This looks like 8 black. Way back down here. You lose that, you win that there. They owe you 50. Okay. I can come back down to a quarter. Okay, I'm about even as when I started, 275. I want one win. Get me to 300 and I get out. That's what I'm going to try to do. Looks like 16 red. 16 red. Which is right there. You lose this, they pay one there, and they pay one there. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. My rack is put back. There's my $5,000. Here's my envelopes, and then I want to talk about something that happened today. There's 2. There's the 3. I don't continue. I know some folks do. When they're doing their paycheck, they continue to try to make $400, $500, $600, $800. I'm okay with that, except this show ain't that way. This show is get your money and get the hell out. It's GTFO, actually. You know what that stands for. Get your day's pay and get out. I'll keep saying that until it's over. All right? So let's go ahead and stuff the envelopes. Let's take $150. And put that in the bank. Okay, we're now 39 in one. We're going to put 150. So we got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 6, 7, 8. We've now put $4,825 in the bank. That's what we live off of. That's a must. That's where you got to do at least $150. Okay, so we're going to put 50, only 50 in the fun money. So we got $2,335 in fun money. Ain't that good? 38 and 1. And then our savings, what we're going to eventually do with the savings is put back, because we started with a $50,000 master bankroll. I lost the 5 last time I did roulette. And so pretty soon we'll have enough that we can put it back. That's why I'm not stressing over it. But this, we're going to get a flat 100. So we're at $2,545. Okay, in the savings, but 2,500 and 2,300 is almost my 5,000. It's going to be another day or two, and if I wanted to dump both, I could and get me back to 50, while at the same time I've been putting in 150, making a living, paying my bills. It's a beautiful thing, okay? Now, today, John over at Procrats texted me over. There's this guy on YouTube, and he does roulette, and he calls himself, I don't know, he's the roulette guru or whatever the fuck. And his system, he went bankrupt. He actually, and I'm glad he put the video out, showed himself going bankrupt, but he was talking about, oh, this guy that gave it to him, you know, he's been playing it for 30 freaking years, you know, never lost and all that, and it destroyed him. One video. Why? Because he's using a martingale out here. It's one thing if you use a martingale on an odd or even, a 50-50, odd, even, high, low, okay? It's another when you start martingaling out here. So the concept was, let's see, it was play the columns. So it was like 100, it wasn't even 100, it was 50, I think. It was 50 on the first column, 50 on the next column. Then he did, let me get me some fives here. Okay, so 5,100. That's my new bankroll. All right. Then he put $5 on every red in the column that he didn't bet. Then he put $1 on every other red. First of all, let me just share this with you. He was playing on a computer. You would have to play some kind of a team play to even have time to do all that shit. That's a lot of chips out there, especially if there's several people and chips are going all over the place. Time, they don't just let them wait and wait and wait. So there's your first problem with it. But anyway, it should be $150. Let's see, 50, 50, there's 100. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's got $150 out here. Okay? Now, what can beat him? I can tell you this, if it's a first or second column black, it's going to tie. First or second column, because he'd win 50 here, he would lose 50 out here, and he would tie. If it's a red anywhere, he's going to make about 35 bucks. Okay? Now, the kill is 33 black, 24 black, 15 black, 6 black, 0 00. There's still 6 numbers that can whack you. And I saw this guy roll those 6 numbers a lot to where he went bankrupt. All right, it happens. So I'm telling you, there are so many systems out here that, and then when they lose, they double up. Okay, they martingale this damn thing. They just keep going up. And, or you go up with a huge ladder and you can get tore up. I've seen green 2 or 3 times in a row. I mean, anything that can happen bad will happen bad. I got torched the last time I did it. It didn't go my way. Well, there's so many systems out here that cover everything but 5 or 6 numbers. And yes, for one spin, you got a hell of a shot at hitting something, but there's still going to be a lot of ties with it, right? So let's just roll one just to see what the hell. I think I might have rolled that too, or spun that. It's going to take it a minute. Looks like it's going to go 6 black. Now watch. 6 fucking black, y'all. 6 black. You see this? First time I've spun it. 6 black. Alright? Well, guess what fucking happens now? 6 black. Dud. It's one of the 6 numbers he could not have. Well, guess what? It happened. First spin. Now, what does he have to do? He got to double up. All right, fine. Now he's going to go with 300 out here. Now, by all rights, he should be okay. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. And we need $20 more. We'll get a green. $10. Now we need $20. Shit, in white ones. Plus 5. I gave it a green chip. So now we got to go. Now here's where the time is a biggie right here. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Boom. So now he's got 300. Don't you know a 0 or double 0 would kill you? All right, but you come with a big bankroll. But I'm just telling you, this is not how you play this crap. Okay, 34 red. 34 red. Okay, which is going to be right here. Okay, let's see what he actually wins. He loses all this crap right here. Okay, he loses the 100 here. That goes over there, plus they pay him 100. Okay. And $2 gets him 35 to 1, so that's another $70. All right, but he loses all this, which I don't even want to take time to freaking do it. Anyway, you get what I'm trying to say. You just keep doubling up on those numbers and hope and pray the 6 numbers that you're not covering wins the day. Well, most of the time it probably will, okay? But just as soon as you say that, here comes a couple of zeros, here comes a couple of these out here that you didn't want, and before you know it, you're bankrupt, just like the guy on the video, okay? So there's another one that you can do that is the same, it's the same vein, all right? Covering so many numbers that surely to God you got to win. I showed this to you not too long ago and I lost doing it. But so many people will still want to do it. Okay, so what is that? Okay, you come out here and you do, say, $300 on the first dozen, $300 on the second dozen, and then you caddy corner this third box. So you're covering these 4 numbers, these 4 numbers. But again, you got 1, 2, 3. Let's see here. 1, 2, 1, 2. So if we go like that, yeah, it's 2 numbers actually over here that'll hurt you, and then the green double 0. So now we've got it down to 4 numbers that'll hurt you. But what do we got? We got 300, 300, 100, 100. There's 8 chips out here. Well, if he loses, let's say it's a 0, he loses 800. But if he wins, he's only going to win 1 unit at a time. Okay? For example, let's say it landed on 28. Well, he loses this 3 and this 3 for 6. But this over here pays 8 to 1 over here. So he'd win. He'd recoup his losses here, and he would win over here. Well, But when you go down one time, you go down 8. Now, but you're only during this system here, you're only going to win 1. No matter what you hit, you're only going to win 1 unit at a time. So now you got to win it 8 times if you go down. So what's the moral to this story, Ken? The moral is, if you're going to play craziness like that, it's a hit and run. It's a hit and run, okay? Just because you have the odds right this second, over and over and over, sooner or later, this stuff will bite you. Stuff like this is a hit and run. So, if you were going to do something like that, let's just say these were $1,000 chips. 1, 2, 3,000. 3,000, 1,000, and 1,000. Okay, we're going to go for $1,000, one spin. If you're going to play craziness, make it high, where it's one hit and out. Okay, that's the only shot you got, man. All right, 7 red. Let's see what happens. Well, it goes away. 7 red, which is down here. That's one of the dozens. So we would lose this here. We would lose this. Remember, we had $8,000. These are thousands, okay? So he has to pay us 3 there and 3 there, okay? We started with 8,000. We have 9,000. We gained $1,000. Go away. You see what I mean? If you want to use strategies that cover everything but a few numbers, boy, those few numbers, if they hit you, you're just toast. You're toast. You can't recover. If you're going to do something like that, and I don't advise it, but if you do, make it a huge bankroll, a hit down, 2 maybe most, and get out of there. Okay? Anyway, so we covered the paycheck. I gave you a little insight on some stuff. Let me go over here and look at the board. See what we got chatting over here. Yeah, let's see. Oh, Jen. Oh, my God. Jen made it over here. Hyperpress Nemo. What's up? Let's see. Nice quick win. Ain't that right, John? Unfortunately, with your show, you can't have a nice quick win. You've got to entertain these people. I don't. Oh, let's see here. The Marty. Oh, I'm telling you, you'll go broke if you try to martingale this inside stuff. I'm warning you. Yeah, Jen, the only way you could even hope to do a martingale for any kind of reasonable money, red black. Martingale or red black, 25, 50, 100, 200, because again, the streaks do happen one side or the other, but they don't happen so much like they do in other games. There's a lot of people that'll Marty red and black, and they do okay most of the time. But martingale and all these numbers in here and all what I just showed you, I wouldn't do it. Let's see. Roulette spaz. I don't know what that means, John. Starting bankroll was $5 grand, like I always do. I won $300, hit the door. Well, John, that one that's 30 years, he busted it on his first video, dude. He had, I think, 6 numbers open. Man, 6 is a lot of numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's this many numbers. That's a lot of numbers. And he was doing a martingale. 10, 20, 40, 80, 160. He got popped. I mean, times all that money. I mean, and then he showed another one. He almost got popped with it. You can't martingale this inside stuff. You can't. Of course, I'll tell you till I'm blue in the face, but nobody will listen. Um, let's see here. Oh, you guys got back into craps. So John says he thinks I need to do more roulette reviews. Win with something boring and then tear something else apart. Well, I mean, I know, John, you thought that was pretty cool when you texted it to me, and I understand. If you don't play roulette, all right, and you go watch those boys out in Vegas, and they'll do it. Most everything they do, CEG or whatever they are, most everything they do that they think is a plum or a grapefruit or whatever the hell, it's got a martingale in it. And I've seen them get waxed so many times. And I think they do, even out there, I think they do tell you, don't do that. But most of these systems that are laying a bunch of insides and corners and all that, they martingale that thing. And I'm telling you, you might do okay for a time or two, but you will get waxed. You'll just have to believe me on that one. What do you say, Badger? So if I lose on the first, which one I did 2 of them, Jen. Let's see. You feel like on the last one, your only whacks are the zeros. If you lose all 8, just fight the greens for 9 wins at a time. That last one that I showed you, where you're at 3 units, 3 units, 1 unit, 1 unit. All right? You're only fighting 2 here in the green. If you could play this with a 1-0, you're only fighting 3 numbers. You've cut that 6 from that guy that got whacked down to 3. More than likely, if you do your money management correctly and bring a big bankroll, you can probably survive it. But just remember, if you get waxed right here, what are you going to do? All right, I'm 8 units down. All right, let's say it was 0. Bam, I'm 8 down. Remember, this is only a 1 unit win. It doesn't matter how it wins, it's a 1 unit win. All right, so now I'm 8 down. What are you going to do? 8 times your bet? Or just try to do it and win 8 more times? It's like, I guess it's in craps, it's like anything but 7. Once you go too deep in the hole, you're in trouble. Well, same thing with these nonsense strategies. I'm trying to tell you that some of you guys that don't play a lot of roulette, you look at it, it's like a damn sparkling star in the sky, shiny object. Oh my God, that is great. And then you go run out and play it and lose your ass. All I can do is warn you. Keep it simple. Red, black, odd, even, the dozens. Keep it simple and keep your brain to you. Get in, get out. Let's see here. The guys like Jeremy rolls other people's stuff. He's rolling one of his subscriber strategy that he's never lost with, of course, never lose. And Jen goes 9 wins in a row is tough. It is. It is. Think about it. You go down 8. First roll. I just did it. First roll. You go down 8. Then you win 6. You're still down $200. Then you lose again. You go 8. Now you're down 10. You're not going to get out of it. With the strategy I just showed you, you got to win a few bucks and get out. You got to do it with a huge bankroll and hope you don't get hit that first time. The odds are in your favor that you won't. But you can't just keep doing this. People think these systems that they see on TV and YouTube are like an ATM machine. It's just a cash cow. Oh, that's all I got to do. And I quit my job and all that. Oh my God. Like P.T. Barnum said one time, there's a sucker born every second. What do you say, Biff? Yeah, just leave the inside alone. I think you're just so much better off staying on the 2 to 1, the dozens, and your even ones. Just make all your bets there. Then you can make things work. You can. Biff, that's a good thought. That's a good observation. Because you're right. Let's see. Good morning, part suck. I'm always fascinated by watching how people cover it all. Well, you could cover it all. Why don't you do this, John? Watch this. Watch this, John. I saw a guy do it. All right? All right. These are now thousands. Okay? These are now thousands. Watch this shit. We're going to cover everything. Now we can't. It's only 35 to 1. Right? So we're only going to be able to cover 34 of these damn things. This is the same thing, same exact thing as the other one. You'll see. All right. Let's see. There is 3. I can do 34 of them. 35, 36. I think I'm good there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3. All right. This is what you do, John. Put 34 of them out there. That's 34. You know, he was doing them in thousands. 34,000. Well, at 35 to 1, he's going to net $1,000. I saw this fucker lose twice in a row. He just got waxed. But anyway, let's try it for fun. We can't do a 1, 2, 3, or a 6. I even covered the 0, 00, because they're just numbers in this particular way you do it. They're just numbers. Okay, we're going to leave the 1, 2, 3, 6. Or you can leave the 12, the 32. It doesn't matter. You're still leaving fucking 4 numbers. Okay? Boy, it just slid over the 0 and the 1, boys. If this had deeper pockets, it would have landed in that 1, I swear to God. But anyway, in this particular 36, they scoop up all this and he wins 1,000. He's betting $34,000 to win 1,000. Well, I'm here to tell you, if you're going to play like that, that's the way to do it. If that's what you want to do, you know, if you go down, you're just down. You know, you're just out. But it might be good for one hit. But I swear to God that landed in the 0, 00, and 1 pocket, and then it rolled itself out because it's a shitty little shit. If that had been a real thing, you'd have landed there and stuck, and he would have lost right there, right there. But there you go. I've seen people do that. Dumbest thing. You know, when they used to dog me for the martingale, right? Everybody used to dog me and they go, well, damn, kid, you're betting $1,200 to win 25. And what did I say? No, I'm not. You know, I'm risking $12,000 that they're not going to beat me 9 times in a row. That's my bet. I said and I think I clarified this, just me walking up to a table and betting $1,200 to win 100, and that's all I can win, would be, in essence, the stupidest thing you could do. Right? That's all this is. 34 units to win 1 unit? Really? There's some crazy people out there. All right. Jim, you can Marty the dozens if you want to. But really, you don't have to. You can ladder the dozens. And you could Marty, but if you Marty the dozens, you got to go by 3s. You can't go by 2s. Okay, so if you Marty the dozens, you got to go by 3s. So let's prove it. I got 100 on the first and second dozen. All right, if I lose, I'm down 2. If I go up to 2 on each and win, I'm only even. A Marty is when you win, you recoup everything plus your original unit. So, in this case, if you go down, you got to go to 3. I'm down 2. Now you got to go to 3. If you really want a martingale, you got to do these by 3s. So now, if I win 300, which covers the 200. I'm up 1. All right? If you were going red and black, yeah, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. Here, it's 1, 3, 9. And it gets nasty because you got to times everything by 3. Remember that. All right. Let's see here. I saw a guy do it, John, and he lost twice in a row. You know, he's thinking, well, that ain't going to happen again. I saw him do it. It was brutal. Well, you know, they think. That's why I took a minute to show you guys all this stuff. When they're going all this inside stuff in corners and streets and they're martingaling, you're going to get hurt. You might win a day or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, but then all of a sudden they're going to just take it all. Look at John when he rolls out like craps, right? You know, when he's not live on TV, he crushes them, man. He does well and he wins. He gets on TV, you know, what do you not want, John? I don't want a 7 or 11. Okay, fine. 7, 7, 11, 7. I've seen the fucker do it several times, but it doesn't happen to him most of the time. It doesn't even happen a lot, but it happens enough to where it just destroys whatever he's playing. So if it can happen, you got to think about it. And so when you lay all this stuff out here and you got 3 or 4 or 5 numbers out, believe me, them 3 or 4 or 5 numbers can hit. Just my warning. All right. Yeah. Well, I don't know, John, about, you know, when you're in your practice, when you're not, you know, when you're not videoing. But I've seen plenty when it's on video. It's like, all right, man, only thing that'll kill us is a 10. Everything else is good. What do you roll? 10. All right, I've changed it now. The only thing that can hurt us now is a 4. Fine, 4. All right, now it's a 9. 9. I've seen you do it. Somebody said on your show today, if you really, 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 really want a strategy tested to the let John roll it. I know there's a lot of ha-ha LOLs with that, but there's a lot of truth to that too. Because if it can roll bad, I've seen him do it. And it just tells you what can happen in this stupid game. Anyway, well, there you go, y'all. We made a paycheck. I did it in roulette. I even did a little of my dozens where I got whacked before. We're in good shape. We did a little follow the color. We did well, made our 300, went over some of this other crap. And there you have it. So I don't know what I'll do next time. I'm supposed to do blackjack. I got people begging me for blackjack, but it's so, I only play it one way. So, but anyway, well, Jim, the St. Jude thing sort of died because the last several, nobody really wanted to do it. It's in my description, you know, so I just sort of let it go. I know everybody on their channel is doing things like that, and, you know, but in my description, you know, matter of fact, the super chats eat up 30% because YouTube's going to keep 30%. I told people just go to my YouTube link, and, you know, they go, well, what's the difference between me giving to you on your PayPal account and me just giving straight to them? Well, the only difference is when you donate through my PayPal, and I got my link in the description, then you enter yourself for the drawing at the end of the year. But I've just sort of let it go, drop the ball, to be honest with you. I'll probably pick that back up, but when I get a lot of people that don't do it, I know there's really no interest. It's like a magician, which I am, by the way, a magician going up to people and say, hey, you want to do a magic trick? And they go, yeah, not really. And then the guy does it anyway. You know what I mean? So if there's not that much interest in it, then I'll let it die. I got no problem with it. But there's your answer. Let's see here. Anybody can show a strategy winning once. Give me 5 days, 500. Yeah, no shit. No shit, John. Give you 5 days, baby. You'll destroy anything if it's destroyable. All right, Jen, I appreciate you. Biff, all right. All right, Jen, if you want to send me 20, you want to do a little $25 gift certificate, let's go ahead and do it. Give me red or black. We're going to make this as easy as I can get for you. Give me red or black. You give me red, black, odd, even, any of the outsides. High, low, odd, even, black. You're going with black. All right. This is for 25 bucks. Hold on. So, Jen, this is your second with me here. I have to write all this stuff down. So you get 2 chances in the drawing. Yeah. All right, here we go. She's got black. Looks like 14 red. Red. Well, I'm sorry about that, Jim, but I appreciate the money for the kids, though. I really do. That's about as even Steven as I can make it, red, black. But thanks a lot, Jen. I appreciate it. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, Procrat. John goes, wah, wah, wah. Well, let's see there, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and leave. I've done everything I'm supposed to do today, and I'm going to go eat. So I'm going to kill the feed, y'all. I appreciate y'all being in. Hope you enjoyed it. And until the next time, y'all be great. Look, watch this. Oh, if you're on drugs, that is just frying with you right now. Oh, my God. See y'all.